Hello and welcome. My name is Faye, and today you are here for your 30-minute morning movement and meditation class. If you're new here, the way this class works is we'll spend around 20 to 25 minutes doing some gentle stretches. We stay pretty low to the ground. We actually don't stand up at all. And then we spend around 5 to 8 minutes doing a short guided breathing practice. And today's breathing practice, we will be using box breath or square breath. So if you're unfamiliar with box breathing, it's a great tool to help you recenter and ground yourself, and it helps to bring your attention back to your breath. And so the way it works is I'll give you a certain count. Today we'll use a count of 4, but you can always increase or decrease that count according to what feels right for your body today. But you'll inhale for a count of 4, then pause at the top for that same count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then pause again. And then you repeat this box-like breathing shape, and you can even visualize it in your head if that helps, or just focus on your counting. I will guide you through a few rounds of the box breath and then leave you some time and space to practice on your own. For class today, you don't need any props, but if you'd like to have some props, I always suggest having a blanket or towel or maybe a set of blocks if you have them available. But again, no worries if you don't have these props. This is your practice, and you can do this practice without any props. So let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and make your way down onto your back, however you like. And then when you arrive on your back, you have a couple options. So you can take your feet out nice and wide and have your knees collapse inwards. This is constructive rest. Or if you'd like, you can take your Shavasana corpse pose and have your legs out towards the corners or pinky toes roll down towards the earth. Your hands can be, somewhere alongside your body, up overhead. Sometimes I like to have one hand on my belly, one hand on my heart, or hands on the belly. In whatever pose you decide to be in, and you're welcome to always change if one starts to feel uncomfortable. I just encourage you to kind of shift, wiggle, so that you can get your most comfortable place to be. And when you arrive, let's take a breath in together. Go ahead and empty all the air from your lungs first. And we'll take a nice slow and steady breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. And then open your mouth. Exhale, gush out all the air. Let it go. Let's do that one more time together. Take a nice slow, steady breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. And then open your mouth. Exhale, gush out all the air. Let it go. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close if they haven't already. Allow your breathing to return back to a pace that feels natural and relaxed for you. Invite ease and softness into your face, your shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back. From your legs all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. See if you can soften and relax. Gently begin to scan your body from head to toe, noticing any areas of holding or gripping, tension or tightness, or any other interesting sensation you may experience. Just take a moment to pause and notice where that sensation is, and see if you can intentionally invite in a little ease and softness. You might even imagine your breath going to those spaces that feel that tense or tight, holding or gripping, and see if you can use your breath to find just a little bit of spaciousness and a little bit of softness and ease. You can allow your breath to be soft and relaxed. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, a reason why you showed up, a quality or mindset you'd like to embody, I encourage you to set your intention now. Perhaps you'd like to focus on being present, or perhaps it's building the characteristic of ease, calm, resilience, peace, self-love. Whatever it is that calls to you in this moment, breathe your intention in and breathe your intention out. Allow it to guide you as you move on your mat today. If your hands are already here, go ahead and place your hands at your lower rib cage. Gently become aware of your breath. Notice the sensations as you inhale and how your ribs expand. And on the exhalation, notice how your ribs soften back down, your belly softens back down. Stay here for just a few more breaths. And then the next time you breathe in, I want you to focus your attention to your right rib cage, your lower right rib cage. When you breathe in, notice how it expands. And notice how it softens and relaxes on your exhalation. On your next inhalation, bring your attention to your left lower rib cage and notice the expansion on your inhale and the softness on your exhale. Now pay attention to both. Notice if one side feels more expansive than the other, or perhaps they feel the same for you. You may notice that your left rib cage flares out and extends just a little bit more than your right. This is perfectly normal. It could be due to the asymmetry of our body. You know, our heart is on our left, and we have a bunch of other organs on our right side. And so there's just more often of a chance for our left rib cage to flare just a little bit higher than our right. And if you don't notice that, that's perfectly fine. Continue to breathe 360 degrees, so side to side and back to front. Take one more slow and steady breath in, and exhale, let it go. The next time you take an inhale, if your knees are bent, go ahead and extend your legs out long and take a nice full body stretch. You can reach your arms towards the sky or up overhead. And then exhale, draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And find a little gentle movement here from side to side. You can massage out your lower back. And whenever you feel ready, return back to stillness. Hold on to your right knee, draw it in toward your chest. And go ahead and plant your left foot down to the earth. You can stay right here or extend your left leg all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, draw your right knee in toward your chest and over out to the outside of your rib cage. Hold it here for just a couple rounds of breath. If it feels nice, you may want to roll out your ankles or wiggle your toes. Just find a little gentle movement here. And it might feel nice even to add a little movement into your leg and hip socket, so you can just kind of move your knee around in small circles or up and down, whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, take one more breath in. And then exhale, bend your right foot, plant it down to the earth. Inhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Give it a nice little squeeze. Option to extend your right leg out long. Inhale, draw your knee in and outside of your left rib cage this time. You can roll out your foot, your ankles, your toes on this side if that would feel good. Or maybe you want to take a little gentle movement here with your knee and your hip socket. You can circle it around. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, release your foot to the earth. Your knees are bent. Take both feet as wide as your yoga mat. Allow your knees to collapse inwards. And then drop your knees over towards the right. Inhale back through center. And exhale, release your knees to the left. Once more each side. Inhale, knees back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back through center. And exhale over towards the left. Excellent. Inhale. Bring your knees back through center and all the way over to the right. Roll over onto your right side and gently start to press yourself all the way upright. You can take your time here. And then we're going to make our way onto hands and knees, tabletop shape. Your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and knees are underneath your hips. If you have a blanket here, you could place it underneath your knees for a little bit more support or cushion. And if you have blocks, you could place them underneath your hands if you have any sensitivity in your wrists. Tuck your toes, stretch through the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. Exhale, release your feet and scoop in round through your back. Tuck your chin toward your chest as you arch for your cat pose. Inhale, tuck your toes, allow your belly to float towards the floor and lift your gaze. Heart pulls through your arms. And then exhale, release your feet. Press into the earth, scoop in round through your back. Tuck your chin toward your chest, cat pose. Inhale for your version of cow, whatever that feels like for you. And then exhale, release your feet, scoop in round for your version of cat. Inhale back to a neutral spine. And then exhale, walk your hands about one handprint distant forward of your shoulders if they aren't already ahead of your shoulders. And slowly start to shift your hips and your weight over towards your right. Take a breath in. And then exhale, start to rock your weight forward into your right hand, then into your left. And then exhale or inhale back towards your hips. Circle it all the way around. So we're just going to make some big circles with our body. This can be nice and slow. If you'd like, you can add a little bit more flair to it. So you could maybe send your hips back all the way towards your heels. Really press your hips over towards the right when you make it over to the side. Maybe your hips even drop down a little bit. And then over towards the other side. Or you can stay here with your circles in this direction. And take one more big full circle this way. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and reverse directions. Stay here with your breath. Moving nice and slow. Noticing any areas that feel a little tense or tight. Relax through your face, your jaw. Take one more full circle, and then we'll meet back in stillness. Return back to your tabletop shape. Wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Inhale, extend your right leg long back behind you. Toes are lifted and your foot is flexed. So toes point down towards the earth. Your leg is about hip height. Really press the earth away. Be mindful not to drop into your shoulders, but press that earth away. Take a breath in. See if you can extend through the crown of your head and then the heel of your back foot. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Inhale, reach out nice and long. Exhale, knee to nose. Once more, inhale, reach out nice and long. And exhale, knee to nose. This time, inhale, reach out long. And then exhale, bring your knee close towards your right arm. And then circle it out to the sides. Just take a couple circles with your leg in this direction. And the next time you pass out towards your right side, extend your right leg out long. Your foot comes down to the earth, so your right toes are in the same direction as your fingertips. Inhale, rock forward on your hands, and then exhale, press your hips back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, rock forward, and exhale, press your left hip back towards your left heel, and we'll stay here for a slow and steady breath in, and a soft and easy exhale out. Inhale, rock back onto your hands. Exhale, really press your hands into the earth. Root down through your right hand this time. Inhale, sweep your left hand towards the sky. Exhale, thread your left hand behind your right and allow your shoulder to hover. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, thread your left behind your right. And if you don't like your right leg extended, you can always return your right knee underneath your hip. Inhale, reach your left arm back to the sky. And then exhale, return your left hand underneath your right. And then relax your shoulder and the side of your head down to the earth. So you can stay right here, or you can have your right leg extended. Your right hand can stay rooted in front of your face. Curl up towards the top of your mat, or perhaps you take your right hand and place it in your left back pocket. Wherever you are in your version of thread the needle, take a nice slow and steady breath in, and exhale completely. Relax through your face, your jaw. Return your right hand back in front of your face if it's moved. Inhale, push into your right hand. Sweep your left hand towards the sky. And then exhale, return your hand back down to the earth. Inhale, kickstand your left foot in as you send your hips back. And so you'll come into this kind of half butterfly seated position. If you are with both knees underneath your hips, you can just move so that your left leg comes towards your inner right thigh. And I will mirror, so I will reverse directions here for you. So you have a nice, comfortable seat here. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, just fold forward over your leg. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold over one more time. Inhale, reach towards the ceiling. And this time, take your right hand towards your inner right leg and sweep your left hand up and over, side bend. Inhale, reach both arms to the sky. And exhale, side bend again over your right leg. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. And then exhale, you can release your hands down to the earth. Take your right knee this time, bend it, and bring it back behind you. So you create kind of a 90-90 shape with both legs. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, turn towards your left thigh this time. And just place your hands here. This is just a little twist. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, untwist, return back to center. And then exhale, we'll swing our knees around and make our way back onto our tabletop shape. Wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. Now we do that same flow on our left side. Inhale, extend your left heel long back behind you. Toes are flexed towards the earth. Leg is about hip height. Reach the crown of your head forward and the heel back behind you. Spread your fingers nice and wide and press the earth away. Draw your navel in toward your spine. Take a breath in, and then exhale, knee to nose. Round through your back. Inhale out, stretch nice and long. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it out nice and long. And exhale, knee to nose. This time, inhale, extend your leg out nice and long. And then exhale, bend your knee. Bring it towards your left arm this time. And then circle your leg around in your hip socket. Continue to press through both hands. Take one more full circle here. And the next time your leg comes out towards the side, go ahead and plant your left foot down to the earth. It should be somewhat in alignment with your right knee. Your left toes are in the same direction as your fingertips. Inhale, rock forward into your hands. And then exhale, rock your hips back towards your heels. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, rock back. We're here for a slow and steady breath in. And a slow and steady breath out. Let's do one more breath here. On your next breath in, go ahead and rock forward back onto your hands. Exhale, press the earth away. Spread your fingers nice and wide and really press into all 10 finger pads. This time, ground down through your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread your right behind your left. Let your shoulder hover. Inhale, reach up. And again, you can always return your knee back underneath your hip if that would feel better for you. Exhale, thread your right behind your left. Shoulder hovers. Inhale, reach up once more. And then exhale, thread it behind and relax your shoulder and the side of your head back down to the earth. Your left hand can come right here in front of your face. Again, walk out long towards the front of your mat, or take that bind behind your low back. Notice if this side feels any different than the other side. Perhaps you take a different version. Maybe you want to return your knee back underneath your hip. Take one more slow and steady breath wherever you are. And exhale completely. Return your left hand back in front of your face if it's traveled. And then inhale, push into your left hand, sweep your right hand to the sky. And exhale, release your hand back down to the earth. If your knee is underneath your hip, you can go ahead and return your leg out to the side for this transition. Inhale, pivot your right leg in underneath so then you can sit back onto your bottom. Your right leg is in close towards your left thigh. You have this kind of half butterfly shape. And so together, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your right shin. Inhale, reach up again. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, this time your left hand comes down toward your inner left leg, and your right hand reaches up and over for a little side bend action. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach both arms towards the sky. And then exhale, side bend over your left leg this time. Inhale, reach your hands back up to the sky. And exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Your left knee bends, and you can bring your left leg back behind you. And again, we're going to create somewhat 90-90 shape, so you may need to move your right foot forward out a little bit more. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, twist to face your right thigh. Bring your hands above your right thigh on the mat. And just take a little twist. You might even peek over your right shoulder. Take one more breath here in your twist. And exhale, unwind, let it go. Extend your legs out. Just give them a little shake and wiggle. And go ahead and make your way into a comfortable place to be for our short breathing meditation. So as I said at the beginning of class, the way this breathing technique works is we're going to use box breath. We'll use the same count for the inhalation, the pause at the top, the exhalation, and the pause at the bottom. Today, I'll guide us through a count of 4, but you're welcome to increase that count, 5, 6, 7, or decrease the count. And I'll guide us through a few rounds and leave you some time and space to practice on your own. But let's just take a couple breaths to help us ground and recenter here. So in your comfortable seat, fidget wiggle so you can really feel your sit bones root down into the earth. Maybe you even move the flesh away slightly from your sitting bones to feel the earth underneath you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, shrug your shoulders to your ears, and then exhale, roll them down and back. Let's take another breath in together, fill all the way up. And then open your mouth, exhale, gush out all the air, let it go. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Relax through your face, your jaw. Let's take another deep breath in through your nose this time. And if it's okay with you, exhale out through your nose. Let it go. And we will start the box breath. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Find a few more rounds of this box breath at your own count, at your own pace. Feel free to, again, increase that count or decrease it. Wherever you are, just stay with your breath, and it's okay if you lose count. You can just simply start again. We'll take a few more rounds. Perhaps you'd like to increase that count or stay with where you are. You can finish up your last cycle of box breathing and allow your breath to return back to a pace that feels natural and comfortable for you. Notice the quality of your breath. Do so without judgment. Just simply check in. Is it more shallow? Is it slower? Is it relaxed? Is it quicker? There's no wrong answer. You're just checking in. Gently begin to scan your body from your head to your toes, noticing how you feel today. Notice where you can soften and relax, where you can let go of stress, of holding, of tension or tightness. See if you can soften. Invitation to take one hand to your heart and one hand towards your belly. Take a breath in, fill up your entire body with air. And let it go. Bring your attention back to the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of practice today. Or if you didn't set an intention, or if you'd like to change it, I encourage you to do so now. What is a quality or characteristic that you'd like to carry out into the rest of your day today? Breathe it in, allow it to fill your entire space. And breathe it out, let it all go. Let's take one more breath in together. And then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out, let it all go. Gently begin to flutter your eyes open if they were closed. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. The love light in me bows to love light in each of you. And I will greet you with namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Again, my name is Faye. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, I'd love to hear from you. If you want to drop down what your experience was like down in the comments below, I'd love to read how it felt for you. And of course, if you want to continue to see more content like this, be sure to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and then don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss videos in the future. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you very soon. Bye.